Sarah is escorted by her mother and father, Sharon and Paul Hopkins. Sarah has been in basketball here at Woodrow for the last 4 years. Wears number 24. She is a team captain and plays guard. Her future plans are to attend college to study physical therapy. She has some words of thanks. She says, "Thank you to my family, especially my grandparents, for all their support. Thank you to all the coaches for helping me grow the last 4 years." In her words to the team, she says, "Always work hard and never lose focus of what's important to you." Sarah Hopkins. Next we have Leilani Mayers. Leilani is escorted by her father, Bobby Mayers. She's been playing basketball for 13 years. She plays the center position. She is a captain and wears number 42. Her future plans are to study sports medicine at Marshall University. Her words of thanks, she says, "I'm thankful to everyone who has supported me no matter what, and my team and coaches who always have my back." In
And welcome to Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School. Tonight, Video Productions presents girls high school basketball. The Warriors from Riverside, 4-12, take on the Lady Beckley Flying Eagles. They are 7-9. Hello again, everybody. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas, and we have Maddie Belcher back with us again, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing, and Jackie Moon on camera. Well, Eric and Maddie, Beckley kind of maybe have found their footing a little bit. We had the game on Monday in which Beckley won. They come off a 50-point win last night down at Welch. Beckley will enter this game winners of 3 in a row. Riverside has really struggled. As I mentioned on top, they're 4-12. They've lost 4 of their last 5. But Eric and Maddie, Riverside, and Eric, we'll start with you. Riverside is only scored 50 or more only in 2 of their 16 games. Yeah,
and when you look up and down Riverside's roster, you can say a lot of youth. So you're going to have growing pains with a young roster, but you know they've battled in a lot of those games, and that's probably why they can't score and struggle offensively.
And Maddie, you know, when the team is struggling like that, I guess as you know from playing girls basketball, I'm sure the coach is like, well, if we're struggling scoring, then we got to get stops. We got to be better on defense. That will lead to more easy opportunities.
Right. I think definitely Riverside has come hungry tonight after only scoring so little in their past games, but I also hope that Woodrow has used their momentum from their last 3 games to carry into tonight's game.
Like I said, they were able to win by 50 last night at Welch. One of the things we do have to mention that head coach Brian Neighbors under the weather. He didn't coach last night. He won't coach tonight, so they'll turn the reins over to younger brother Gene. I don't really see that being that big of an issue to you, Eric.
Yeah, no, it's like the right-hand glove and the left-hand glove. You know, they think alike and the same philosophies, and I see it just going smoothly as it did last night.
And Maddie, I'm sure your former coach Brian Neighbors is watching. Since he can't be here, you want to give him a little shout out tonight?
Hey coach, how are you?
And hope you feel better, Brian. I know you want to be here, but it's more important that you get well and you're ready for the stretch run, because after tonight Beckley has a big game Saturday afternoon, which we'll have when Beckley takes on Parkersburg.
Yeah, and right, and as Maddie stated, momentum is momentum, and you can get some wins no matter who the opponent. I think the more you win and the more things go right for your team, you get more belief in yourselves. And if they can pull off, another victory tonight, who knows what can happen Saturday here at home.
And Eric, one of the things you touched on about Riverside, John Frisbee, the head coach, they have a real youth movement. They only have 3 seniors on their team, but they're led in scoring and rebound by freshman Ava Ward. She's averaging a double-double, 12 points and 11 rebounds a game.
Yeah, very athletic young lady, a star in track as well, and young, a freshman, but she'll get out there and battle, and comes from a good lineage of athletes. Mom and dad both were stellar athletes in high school and in college.
Well, Maddie, before we go to break, we'll let our viewers know that tonight was senior night. So you went through that last year when you played your last game. Is that any distraction or get you fired up more? What do you think, if it has any effect or maybe no effect at all, maybe on Beckley going through the ceremony that we had prior to us coming on the air?
I think it definitely might, excite the girls, maybe get them a little bit more hyped up to, play not only for themselves but for the seniors. But, hoping that once Coach Jean makes the substitutions, hopefully there's no effect in the game.
Both teams still going through their warm-ups. We'll take our first break, come back and get you ready for Beckley and Riverside. We'll tip here in about 13, 14 minutes. We'll be right back streaming here on Video Productions.
Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called accident forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance. We've got your back office.
Hey, grab me one too.
And we welcome you back to Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School, getting you ready for this girls' game between Riverside 4-12, Beckley 7-9. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Infinity Coal. Infinity Coal operates an underground mine, a surface mine, and a preparation plant. They offer those in Raleigh and Wyoming counties. If you want to apply for a job, you can apply for a job with Infinity Coal. You can apply online through their Facebook page at United Coal Company, or you can pick up an application at the Guard Shack located on Independence Road in Sophia. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. You never know when you're going to need a plumber, and you need this number to remember, 304-253-HELP for Modley's. Well, it's Beckley 7-9, Riverside 4-12, and Eric, we'll start with you. That this is a regional opponent, but I think this is very important. But I think when it all shakes out on the girls' seeding for the section, I think you'll agree. I think Greenbrier East will be 1. I think Oak Hill will be 4. I think when Beckley has their makeup game a week from Saturday at Princeton, I think the winner of that will be the host, will be 2, the loser will be 3. I think it's what it's going to come down to. But Beckley, obviously, you want to be able to be playing your best basketball and have momentum going into that game.
Yeah, definitely. And that's the game that matters. I mean, all games matter, but exactly what you're right. A week from this Saturday down at Princeton will be for whoever hosts the sectional game, and that'll be big.
And, you know, Maddie, the first time Beckley and Princeton played was the first game of the season, way back November the 28th, and Princeton won that game, but Josie Cross did not play. So it'll be a different Beckley team when they play Princeton, but, of course, all focus for Beckley has to be tonight. And that's what brings me to the question I have for you. You know what's around the corner with Parkersburg Saturday afternoon, and you know how good they've been. Is there a slight chance with senior night and knowing that Riverside hasn't quite had the season that maybe Beckley might be looking past Riverside a bit, or I'm sure Coach Neighbors will have them really focused, dialed in for tonight?
Right. I think definitely like what Eric said, you know, every game counts and every game, you know, pushes you towards your end goal at the end of the season. But I think definitely this Saturday is a game that the team has been preparing for and definitely wants to catch a W.
So do you think it's good that they've had the game Monday, the game last night, game tonight, 3 games that will lead into Parkersburg?
Maybe it could be, like you said, a good thing to have that momentum going, but hopefully the girls don't take that into their mental aspect and, you know, become tired. But, you know, hopefully they'll use their wins from this week to push them till Saturday.
One of the things, Eric, that we saw on Monday, that Beckley used 12 girls in the first half. They played a lot of girls last night in the 50-point win. And if things go the way Beckley hopes they'll go here tonight, they'll end up playing a lot of girls. So still going to that game Saturday, they should have everybody fresh and ready to go.
Yeah, and I think that was the key earlier in the week when you said that they had, you know, so many games this week. And I think the key to that was rotating a lot of people, getting a lot of minutes from your younger guys too, your young ladies, so they can, you know, get some varsity action. You know, without a JV this year, it's kind of – I think that's how they try to utilize these games, getting some game action for the young ones.
Well, Riverside is now making their way off the floor, headed to their locker room. Beckley still continuing to warm up. We'll take our second Beckley Auto Mall Dutch Miller pregame show break. We'll be right back as we're about 6-7 minutes away from tipping the game off between Riverside 4-12, Beckley 7-9. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
When you're repping the blue and gold, staying ready is key.
That's why we hit up Little General Stores, our go-to when the clock is ticking.
At LG, they're hustling to cover your daily needs, fueling you both on and off the court.
From the finest snacks to a team that's always ready to assist, Little General Stores is the ultimate stop.
You can rest easy knowing LG has all your essentials.
Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
Football season is starting and the all-star lineup of new Kias are here at Friendship Kia of Beckley. We have the playbook to help you score the big win on your new Kia purchase. We make sure you get the best price with almost all of our new cars priced at invoice. And don't forget, we have one of the largest selections of inventory to help find you that perfect ride. We have a roster full of non-commissioned sales staff and an any reason 7-day exchange program. So get off the bench and get a new Kia from your friends at Friendship Kia of Beckley.
We're dealing! You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett, owner of Window World of Beckley. At Window World, we are proud to deliver exterior solutions that are beautiful, affordable, and guaranteed for life. We do things the right way. Honest pricing, no gimmicks, and thousands of satisfied customers. Call Window World of Beckley today at 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW and have your new windows, siding, and doors before winter. Window World of Beckley, family owned,
nationally known.
West Virginia Orthotic and Prosthetic Center provides orthotic and prosthetic devices, promoting the highest level of personal and professional patient care. West Virginia O&P has a state-of-the-art fabrication facility where devices are produced, customized, and fitted in-house by our fully certified staff. We are honored to have the opportunity to work with our veteran population, providing them with the highest level of care and support. We are conveniently located in Beckley, just off I-64 at the Brookshire Lane Medical Park. Please call for a free evaluation or contact us online.
And we welcome you back to Beckley as the Lady Flying Eagles get set to take on Riverside. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel with locations in Princeton and Beckley, the Old Country Store. Want to have breakfast tomorrow at Cracker Barrel in Beckley. Also the game tonight brought to you by Edward Jones Financial Advisors. You can call Heather Cantley 304-254-9995. Beckley's made their way back on the floor. Riverside not out yet. Eric, your keys to the game.
Well, I think early on, Beckley has to really use their pressure and try to create turnovers and not turn the ball over as much as they did the previous game that we broadcast.
Now we'll go to Maddie's corner. Maddie, your take of what we think we might see to start the game here tonight.
Well, first I'm hoping that Beckley will come in, with a stronger defense and, like Eric said, hopefully get some stops to start the game and definitely, cut back on the turnovers like the games earlier this week.
All right, well, we're going to take our final break, come back and have the starting lineup, put the ball in the air and get you ready for Beckley and Riverside. And it's up next here on Video Productions.
Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
When you're repping the blue and gold, staying ready is key.
That's why we hit up Little General Stores, our go-to when the clock is ticking.
At LG, they're hustling to cover your daily needs, fueling you both on and off the court.
From the finest snacks to a team that's always ready to assist, Little General Stores is the ultimate stop.
You can rest easy knowing LG has all your essentials.
Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
As a former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
With Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry. Maddie Belcher with us as well. The heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing, and Jackie Moon on camera. It is Beckley. They come into the ball game winners of 3 in a row. They are 7-9, 2 games under 500. Riverside 4-12. They've lost 4 of their last 5. And you know, we talked about this on top, Eric and Maddie, that Riverside's really had a hard time scoring. They've only scored 50 or more in 2 of their 16 games thus far this season.
Yeah, and that's a problem, especially when you're on the road. You know, you got to get off to a good start if you're Riverside and try to keep up the pace and not get buried early and get behind in double digits in this first quarter.
And you can see the starting lineup there up on the screen. It'll be Sophie Bear, Leilala Campbell, Anna Roop, Ava Ward, who's the team's leading scorer at 12 points and 11 rebounds a game, averaging a double-double, and Riley Starstick at 6 points a game. Also, Campbell comes in averaging 10 points a game. And then, Maddie, we'll see how Coach Gene Neighbors coaching tonight. If you just joining us and you didn't hear that Gene's older brother, Brian, the head coach, was sick last night, didn't coach in the win at Welch against Mount View last night, won't coach tonight. As you can see there, Addie, the Flying Eagles pretty much going the way they have been going. Right there is Addison Walker now being introduced, Josie Cross. They got Alana Ellis into the starting lineup tonight, Samalia Nelson, and Leilani Mans. Got a nice crowd on hand, too, tonight, a very boisterous crowd. And, you know, Eric, you and I had the opportunity to do the Beckley Greenbrier East boys game the other night. And what a nice crowd, what a nice turnout for the Beckley cheering section.
The cheering section for Beckley was awesome the other night. And Greenbrier East as well. I mean, they both brought energy. It was a good night.
And, of course, you know, Maddie, now you're, I guess, technically a part of the media. I know that, you know, it's amazing because you went practice with a lot of these girls every day last year, and you played with all of them. I'm sure you know all of them really well, at least the older ones anyway. So now it's a little different because I'm sure a part of you wanting Beckley to win, but now that you're part of the media, you know, you got to be like right down the middle.
Yeah, it's definitely more of a challenge now to, I want to scream for Woodrow and tell them what they're doing great and tell them what they're doing wrong, but I can't do that.
No, you can't do that. You can explain, like, to our viewers, like when you break things down, you can explain in your, when you analyze the game, or maybe what they should or shouldn't do. How about that?
Yeah, I'll try to do that. Try to do that better.
All right, we're ready to go. The one thing, Eric, I know you and Maddie will have to help me because these are gray uniforms, and that's a dark black or purple. That's the numbers. And with some of these girls with long hair and ponytails, I can't see numbers. You're definitely going to have to pull me out of the fire on this one. Is Riverside will control the tip. A quick shot, it doesn't go, and that shot was put up by Bear, and Mans comes out of there with the Beckley rebound. So here's Beckley's first opportunity on offense, and right off the bat, well,
almost a turnover.
Almost a turnover.
I know that's what you were about to say.
You are correct. Mans with the follow-away doesn't go. And, Maddie, we talked about this the other night in the big win for Beckley on Monday against Bluefield. Sarah Hopkins only got one shot. I think she's got to get really more involved.
Yeah, I think so, too. I'm definitely hoping for this game more of the shooters to, shoot more this tonight, including, Sarah and Josie.
It seems like Beckley came out in the man-to-man and really trying to apply the pressure as Riverside runs a good weave right now up top.
They get the ball inside. Nice take to the basket. Leilani Mans with the swat. Mans blocked Ward's shot. Back the other way comes Beckley. Josie Cross on the drive, and she'll draw the foul and get to the line. And Maddie, kind of right on cue, as you mentioned, you wanted to see Josie Cross, maybe be more assertive than she was as we watched the replay. Nice drive, and she'll draw the foul.
Yeah, that one's going to be whistled, for over talking on Anna Roop right there.
So, Maddie, I think that Josie Cross heard you on that one, right?
I think so. I'm going to take credit for that.
There you go. So the first point of the game will go to Beckley as Josie Cross knocks down the first free throw. Josie Cross for the Lady Flying Eagles. She averages a double-double. Second free throw on its way. She got them both.
It's very rare that you have a game with two girls, two averaging
right.
double-doubles.
Double-doubles, yeah, one on each team.
So that's going to be interesting how this plays out.
But, just watching Riverside, Eric, and I know and Maddie, too, we're only a minute and a half into the game, as Mans with another block. But Riverside looks to me like they would have had a better record than what their record shows. They look like they got more. The record doesn't equal the talent they have. That they should have a little bit better record.
Well, a lot of it comes into play, too, though. They do play in the MSAC.
A tough schedule,
so,
yes.
They're playing the Spring Valleys and
George
the
Washington,
Hurricane
right?
and George Washington. So they could be very deceptive.
Yeah, there's a little short shot inside. It's too strong. And the ball was tipped around. Cross had it, but it'll go off of Nelson. It'll stay with Riverside. But, Maddie, that was a case where Somalia Nelson just wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, you definitely got to be careful about that baseline. It acts as another defender.
That shot is put up by Ward in the lane. It goes out of bounds off of Ward. It'll go over to Beckley.
And I'm going to tell you this, though, right off, I can see why Ward averages a double-double because
very active
on the glass and getting her hands on the ball, even if she's not corralling the rebound.
So it looks like Riverside now going to pack in the zone. Beautiful pass down low, and Nelson draws the foul. You got to love that, Maddie. They go high post, then down to the low as Mans able to find Somalia Nelson as we watch the replay, and Nelson will draw the foul.
Yeah, that was a great look by Leilani. And also, good job to Somalia for taking it up strong. Even though she didn't get the shot off, she still drew the foul.
So Somalia Nelson at the line. She'll shoot two. The first one is good. So we're 14 seconds shy of 2 minutes into the game, and neither team has got a field goal as Beckley has made 3 free throws. And let's see if Nelson can cash in on the fourth one, and she does. So there's Riverside. They've got a lot of motion to their offense.
They really do. They run a nice set offense.
And the ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Riverside.
Addison Walker almost coming up with the steal off the dribble drive right there.
Here's Ward, head of the lane. Mans has already got 2 blocks here in the first couple of minutes. There's the third block by Leilani Mans. Walker on the drive, tacks the basket. Shot won't go. There's Josie Cross with the putback, and it won't go.
Tough pass right there.
Yeah, that was hard to get that. There's just too many defenders in the lane right there as Beckley turns it over. Here's a short shot and a Beckley foul. That'll be Campbell who will get to the line. Campbell's the team's second leading scorer. And as we watch the replay here, Maddie, you can see right here, nice take. Campbell kind of made up her mind at the midcourt. She was going all the way to the basket to draw that foul.
And a good decision as Sarah Hopkins picks up the foul.
So Campbell's free throw is good. So right now, Maddie, we've played almost 3 minutes. We don't have a field goal. Nothing but free throws to this point by both teams.
Yeah, that's definitely
it's kind of rare, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very rare.
And that free throw goes in, and a timeout, a 30-second timeout by Riverside will keep it here, and we'll tell you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes. Leisure Lanes, and I stopped by there today to check out where they were as far as their lanes, and it is filling up fast for Sweetheart Futuristic Bowling a week from Saturday, February the 10th from 10 o'clock to midnight. $17 a person, $32 a couple, and they still got lanes available, and you can call 304-253-7328 to reserve your lane. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Indoor Air. Indoor Air is a proud sponsor of high school sports in the great state of West Virginia. You're a Amana dealer for all your heating and cooling needs. You can call up Indoor Air at 304-890-2212. So through the first 2.5 minutes, Maddie, so far, your take.
Well, so far, I think both teams have done good, like on the defensive end, and I think both teams have done well in, in driving the ball and really drawing the foul and, doing well in their foul shots.
Right. Well, we've had 6 made free throws, but a problem that's been a problem all year for Beckley, another turnover.
Right. Yeah, they're definitely going to have to watch that the rest of this game.
Here's Ward, makes a move to the basket, and there's Mans with another block. So Mans has got 4 block shots already here in this first quarter. There's a baseline drive, shot no good, and Beckley throws it away. And there's our first field goal, and it is good. And that shot is up and in by Starstick. And we're now all even at 4.
And now out of the timeout, that Riverside has really dialed up the pressure. Good high-low.
Yes. Mans misses the short inside shot. It was a great pass by Josie Cross. And Mans just couldn't get it to go. We played almost half of this quarter, Eric and Maddie and Beckley, yet to have a field goal. Yep, good idea when you see Layla Mans fall back out. She's already got 4 blocks.
Yeah, but you have to actually keep attacking.
Right, right. but I thought, there's Ward inside. They double team her. The shot is tough, and Mans comes out of there with the rebound. Josie Cross for 3. Got it. Josie Cross rains a 3 ball. And Beckley has his first field goal of the game.
Hopefully that'll, set the tone and get the team in a groove to start shooting.
Ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Riverside. And boy, Coach Gene Neighbors coaching for Brian as we watched this last 3 by Josie Cross. But he was all the way down on the baseline and he is really fired up. As if you're just joining us, head coach Brian Neighbors under the weather, not available tonight as Beckley dipped into their bench. And we'll get to that in a minute. There's a 15-footer good. You have to help me out who hit that one.
Sophie Bear.
Bear hit it. Burton into the ball game. Burton into the game for Beckley. And Gunner into the game for Beckley as well.
Ooh, that was tough. I think that ball actually went off of Samalia Nelson's foot. Beckley got lucky with that one.
Yep. And that's going to be I thought for a minute a foul as Ward looked like she went right through the player, but the ball will go out of bounds.
Let's see on this replay.
Yep, you're right, Eric. The ball did go off Samalia Nelson's foot. Of course, the referees, as good as they are, they don't have the slow motion video like we have. I could be a referee forever.
My eyes weren't in slow motion. That was real time.
Yeah, there's Burton, and Beckley throws it away. Yeah, you were all over it.
Hey, early on, the tone has been set by Riverside. This pressure is really affecting Beckley. Even after a miss, Riverside's extending that pressure, and Beckley's not been able to answer. Going to have to make some adjustments.
Well, I think, Maddie, the one word, anybody who's ever watched a game on video productions, the Lady Flying Eagles, or scouted them, they know that Beckley has been really turnover prone, and you're going to apply a lot of pressure.
Yeah, Beckley definitely has to be able to, handle that pressure and be able to still finish each basket, each possession.
Yeah, they had Beckley got a turnover, then they turned it back over, and now
I have him for 5 at this juncture in the quarter.
Yeah, but like I said, Sarah Hopkins, I think, is something Beckley really got to get her going offensively. She does a lot of good things when she doesn't score, but when she puts the ball in the basket, it opens up so much for the rest of the team.
Yeah, Riverside, this zone now is really 1-3-1, really affecting. No, it's a 2-3.
And Beckley throws it away. And that was a real difficult pass through, trying to throw the ball through all that traffic as Ward come up with the steal for Riverside. That little short shot grazes the rim. That shot was put up by a star stick. And back the other way comes Beckley. Josie Cross for 3. A little strong. Battle for the loose ball, and what do we got? We got a held ball, and it'll stay with Beckley as Alana Ellis will check into the Beckley lineup.
Yeah, and I think right here, this is with Alana coming in. She does a lot of good stuff for him lately down low, and she may give him a little burst.
The one thing I know, Maddie, and I'm going to ask you about it, it seems like when Beckley runs these out-of-bounds plays, and I'll get in this in a minute, is Josie Cross rings the bell from downtown for her second 3 ball. But I was going to ask you, that seems a little different, and for Beckley, when they run those out-of-bounds plays as Riverside turns it over, to be that far away from the basket, is that something that Coach Nate, as we watch this, Josie Ross dialing it up for 3. But is that something, a play that Beckley had just put in? Did you all have that last year?
It looks similar to a play that we did have last year, similar to like a line, but really I think it's for like outside shooters to be able to get open and get a shot off.
It was a held ball. The arrow will be in Riverside's favor. But it's been a really good, entertaining first quarter.
Yeah, up and down the court, both teams applying pressure. And I think the team that adjusts the best to the full court onslaught will have the advantage.
There's Campbell with the short shot, and it's too strong. But Bear able to keep the possession alive for Riverside. There's a 3. Good. A splash down for Campbell. And we got a blocking foul on Ward. So we've seen Campbell hit the 3 as we watch the replay, and Josie Cross of Beckley is dialed up 2 3 balls as Campbell with a splash down.
I mean, both of these teams are giving elite effort right now. I mean, this is high-intensity game.
Well, the one thing Riverside is, here's Burton for 3, and she's able to hit. I was going to say Riverside is going to make Beckley beat them from distance, and Josie Cross has hit 2 threes, and now Burton with the 3. Ward inside, the shot doesn't go. Got her own rebound, and the putback won't go. And we got a foul, and if it's on Ward, it's her second.
A little too aggressive after the miss there.
Yeah, watch the replay there, Maddie. That's the way you used to do, right? Splash down. But your spot was from the corner.
Yeah, that corner was my sweet spot.
Yep. Eric talks about his game all the time. You can talk about your game too, Maddie. Beckley turns it over. We're under a minute for the quarter, and it's been a very entertaining, exciting first quarter. Ellis may have gotten away with the travel there. Here's Sarah Hopkins on the drive. The ball is knocked free. She takes a steal, and Riverside turns Beckley over. So Riverside can tie or they can take the lead. And Ward travels.
This is a very, very curious situation here for Riverside. Ward with 2 fouls, and as aggressive as she plays, I don't know, the last 22 seconds here of the quarter, I would take her out defensively if that was me.
I was thinking exactly the same thing, but as I always say, and Maddie, this is true, anybody that's won one game, It's one more than I have.
Look what just happened.
Right, and picked up her third foul with 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
And that, yes.
And over the limit on top of it and gets Beckley to the line. So you compound it by having Ward commit her third foul, and then you compound it now by getting Sarah Hopkins to the free throw line.
Well, two things you could have done there. You could have either taken her out or
which they're going to do now.
but 6 seconds too late.
Yeah.
Or backed off from pressure, because you can't take the aggressiveness out of the player. And as a freshman, you're going to still play aggressive and hard, not knowing how to play with 2 fouls sometimes. I mean.
Well, I agree with you, and you were spot on, and it proves to be the case. As Sarah Hopkins at the line, the free throw's no good. And more than likely, Eric, I would say that Ward is probably done for the half.
And that's a big chunk, of offense and rebounding out for the half.
Well, yeah.
8 minutes.
She gives you 12 points and 11 rebounds a game. Both free throws are missed, but Josie Cross keeps the possession alive. Beckley will have it with a chance for the final shot of the quarter.
Now, Burton, that's one thing she's going to have to do better. And she said, my bad. You can't wait on the ball against an aggressive team. You have to go to the pass.
That's exactly what I was thinking. You got to meet the ball in the pass.
See, Maddie, it won't be long before you'll be finishing our sentences. That three is too strong, and we got a Beckley foul with 2.4 for the quarter.
Yeah, that's going to be on Gunther, I think.
So it's only a second team foul. So Riverside will have to go the length of the floor in 2.4.
And if you're Beckley, you just want to make it tough to get a shot off. You don't want to foul here.
Yeah, and they're not going to get a shot off, and that's the end of the first quarter. At the end of one, Beckley leads by 2. It's 13-11 Beckley. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this here on Video Productions.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton. Or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett, owner of Window World of Beckley. At Window World, we are proud to deliver exterior solutions that are beautiful, affordable, and guaranteed for life. We do things the right way. Honest pricing, no gimmicks, and thousands of satisfied customers. Call Window World of Beckley today at 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW and have your new windows, siding, and doors before winter. Window World of Beckley, family owned,
nationally known.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. If you need a plumber, the only number you need to know is 304-253-HELP for Modley's Plumbing and Heating. Ready to start the second quarter. Beckley up 2. They'll have first crack at it, Eric and Maddie, and let's see what Beckley does here on this first possession of quarter number 2. Right now it's pretty good ball movement. Looking at that zone, they get Josie Cross a good look on the baseline, and she couldn't knock it down. There's Mans on the putback, and it won't go. And the ball's loose, and it'll be over to Riverside. But, Maddie, you got to like it. 2 good looks for Beckley.
Yeah, that was a really good play by Josie Cross. You could see that she had, a lot of confidence in that shot, and also a good job to Leilani for being there to, catch the rebound and try to put it back up.
Yeah, and, that's a shot that Josie Cross usually makes. She didn't that time. Here's a shot from the corner for 3, and it is good, and that shot is by Campbell. And now Riverside has got the lead. That was a good-looking shot.
I was going to say, you took the words right out of my mouth. Campbell just letting it fly tonight.
And Beckley, I think, turns it over, and they do. That was a little bit of Campbell's soup that time, wasn't it? A little splashdown with Campbell's tomato soup.
And she knew that was going when they left her hands. You see her with the.
Now, who doesn't like Campbell's soup, right? Whether it's tomato, chicken noodle, whatever the case is. Who doesn't like Campbell's soup? So right now, Maddie and Eric, I think Riverside is building a little momentum. As soon as I say that, they turn it over.
Well, that was probably poetic justice from the ball because there was a walk right before that.
Hey, Maddie, before the game's over, we're going to have to pull a whistle out over here somewhere and give it to Eric and start calling the game, right? Of course, you know, we're friends with the officials, and you heard Maddie heard me tell the official before the game started, they need our help. We'll be glad to do it as Josie Cross dials up a three. Nice rebound by Burton.
Climbed the ladder right there was Burton.
Here's nice inside out, three ball. Burton a little strong, and it's out of bounds to Riverside.
Even if she didn't make the shot, that was really good ball movement.
Yeah, you like to be able to hit the post and then throw the ball out. It was a good look. Yeah. Campbell shot is blocked. That's the 5th block shot by Mans, and now Gunner with the block shot, and it'll stay with Riverside. As Beckley will dip back into their bench, and Somalia Nelson will check back into the game. But you look now, Eric and Maddie, how athletic Beckley is out there with both Nelson and Josie Cross and also and Burton on the floor at the same time. And not that the other girls aren't athletic, but you know what I mean, like plays like that momentarily, but then Burton couldn't maintain it.
Yeah, all three of those girls are definitely bring a lot of energy to the floor.
There's a three dialed up.
Somebody better find Campbell.
They better find Campbell's soup while that's in, because that's a 3 ball and a Beckley timeout, and it'll be a 30-second timeout as we watch this splashdown. So a quick 6-0 run with 2 threes by Campbell. And while we got a minute, we're going to tell you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Infinity Coal Company. Infinity Coal right now are looking for to employ people that are looking for a job. You can apply at the Facebook page at United Coal Company, or you can pick up an application at the Guard Shack located on Independence Road in Sophia. So right now, Maddie, if you're Beckley, what do you think Coach G. Neighbors is telling the squad right now?
I think definitely, pick it up on defense, and especially finding the shooters like Campbell, who's already knocked down 3 threes. Definitely saying, get a hand up, keep it in their face, and don't let easy shots off.
So right now, if you go back to the first quarter, Eric and Maddie, Riverside is on an 11-3 run. They've outscored Beckley by 8 over the last, 3.5 minutes of basketball time to take the 4-point lead. Walker open for 3, and she dials up 3 ball, and a much-needed basket by Beckley to trim the lead to 1.
Yeah, that was a big shot by Addie. Hopefully they can use that momentum to keep going.
Campbell missed the shot, got her own rebound, and then there'll be a foul, I do believe, on Leilani Mans, and Campbell will get to the line. But been really impressed, though, Maddie and Eric, as we watch the replay right there, how good Campbell was and how she draws that foul inside.
Yeah, that time Beckley, they had him pinned for the rebound, and nobody really went and got it.
So Campbell, she averages 10 a game. She's the second leading scorer. And if you're just joining us, Riverside's leading scorer, Ava Ward, picked up 3 fouls in the first quarter. Ava Ward came in averaging 12 and 11, 12 points a game, 11 rebounds. She's in foul trouble, and Campbell has really picked up the slack.
Well, you said she was the second leading scorer, and she shoots it well.
Made them both. She's already in double figures, right?
Yes.
Josie Cross for 3, and Josie Cross, that's her 3rd 3 ball. Little defensive breakdown. The shot doesn't go. That shot was put up by Starstick. And here's Beckley with a chance to get the lead back. Walker thought about the 3, will attack the basket, off the window, up and in.
5 points of the quarter as Riverside turns it over.
Josie Cross, 15-footer, good! And Riverside wants a timeout. As Beckley was down 4 a minute ago, they've turned the tables and now up 4, and we've got a 30-second timeout here, and now it's turned into a full. So it's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Dependability isn't a piece of hardware. It's peace of mind. It's the confidence you get from knowing that every time you get behind the wheel, you're in a vehicle that's capable and reliable. Dependability isn't driving just any brand. It's driving the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Grab the one thing that everyone's loving, and as it happens, they come by the dozen. Everybody loves it, and everybody knows it. Everybody loves a donut.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
Out of the timeout, and Beckley on a 10-2 run. And Eric and Maddie, they flipped the script from being down 4 to now being up 4.
Yeah, and a good spurt offensively.
So, Maddie, what do you think, Coach Neighbors, as there's a steal? We'll get to this point in a minute as Burton with the finish. Heartbreak, but a follow back up from Nelson, and she couldn't get it to go. 2 shots, point blank, and it wouldn't stay down.
Yeah, that's really heartbreaking to, be right there close to the basket and not being able to finish it.
I was going to say, during that timeout, what do you think Coach Neighbors told Beckley?
I think definitely, keeping up the energy and keeping up, trying to get defensive stops that flow into the offensive end. Definitely doing better in the rebounding and boxing out too.
And the one thing, and I think you're spot on with this, is there's a 3, it doesn't go, is the energy that Beckley has brought. I think that the way with the athletic as Beckley is with the energy that they need. Here's Josie Cross on the baseline with a short jumper.
That's a 15-point first half thus far for Josie Cross.
Yep, and that's a 12-2 Beckley run right now. And Beckley trying to get a little separation. Pass down low as a bucket is good. And now turnover. That bucket was scored by Groom. There's a little short shot, doesn't go. Groom had just been inserted in the lineup for Riverside. She scored that last bucket. Here's Burton down the lane with the left hand. It's knocked out of bounds, and it'll go over to Riverside.
Right now, just by the body language and the look, I don't think Riverside goes as deep, and I think the pace of this game right now is starting to catch up with the legs of Riverside, especially with Ava Ward on the bench.
You were reading my mind. I was getting ready to ask you, don't you think, just like we talked about in the boys' game the other night, Riverside hanging in it, but the pace really seems it's favoring Beckley.
And now this is a big insertion right here for Riverside, as with 3 fouls, they've inserted back into the game Ava Ward. With 3:32 left in the game, she's going to have to be smart and not, commit, what we call silly fouls. But it'll be playing aggressive. You still got to play under control.
And Beckley did a good job there, Maddie, forcing another turnover by Riverside.
Yeah, that was really good pressure put on by Beckley to throw the ball out of bounds.
But, yeah, you're right, Eric. I think Riverside may be taking a big risk. I mean, they're only down 4. And it's not like the game's like 10 or 12.
I was going to say you were still in minutes because you were playing so good and staying within shouting distance, and this is going to be tough. And if you're Coach Neighbors on the other side, I'm going in the post. I'm going at Ava Ward.
Yeah, you're going to make her play defense.
Yes.
They got Nelson sit up in the low post, and there's exactly what we talked about. Pass into the lane, and the shot is up and good, and a foul. Gunner with the finish.
And all you can do is hold. I think that's on Starsick, maybe.
As we watch the replay, that's a good play, Maddie, for Gunner to be able to get play through the contact and get the ball up on the rim to get the hoop and the harm.
Yeah, she really took that ball up with confidence. Even if she got a little contact, she still drew the foul.
She doesn't convert the three-point play, but she did get the field goal. And Beckley up 6 now, under 3 for the half. And, Eric, here's the thing, too. You talk about silly fouls is maybe going for a rebound that you don't, foul somebody on a rebound.
That's what I want. And that's what – it's hard to take that out of a player that's averaging a double-double because you have to be aggressive on the boards to get 11, 12 rebounds. And it could be something like off a miss here, and she picks the foul up. Ava Ward does.
Yeah, she'll draw the foul and get to the line.
This is a good out-of-bounds play. She was real aggressive. You know what was good about that shot? She didn't really take that dribble. She didn't let the defense recover.
For people that don't know, Ava's father had a brief stint in the NBA. And actually, he's here tonight, and he's a co-worker of yours, Eric.
Yes, he is.
So they got Campbell back in the game. And I don't think if she's knocking those shots down, Maddie, she would care if I called her Campbell Soup. As long as the ball keeps going in the basket, right?
That's right.
So Ward able to make 1 of 2.
And Ava Ward gets her first points of the contest at the 2:45 mark of the second quarter.
Yeah, she's playing with 3 fouls. Got a nice crowd on hand here tonight. Student body rooting on the Lady Flying Eagles. Josie Cross from the baseline. It's a little short. Alana Ellis, the putback doesn't go. There's Nelson. Third time's a charm as Nelson with the putback.
Doing work. Sorry, Maddie. Doing work on the glass.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was great effort by both girls.
Here's Ward in the lane. Off the window, up and in. Ball's free, and Burton runs it down. Burton into the lane, the floater off the glass, a little strong, and Ward clears the rebound for Riverside. So Beckley, Eric and Maddie have not been able to shake Riverside.
I tell you what, Riverside plays much better than their 4-12 record.
Yeah, that's what I said. When you look at this team of how they play, they don't look like a 4-12 team to me. Nice drive on the baseline, and a beautiful block by Josie Cross, but right into the hands of Ward, who's able to finish.
It's 5 straight for Ward in Riverside.
Sarah Hopkins thought about it and cut her off on the drive. Nelson splits the defenders, puts it up, and it won't go. She had a great move as she split the defenders, Maddie, and just wouldn't go down for her.
Yeah, that's the kind of skill that Somalia really has. You just got to be able to finish.
So Riverside with a chance to tie the game, but they turn it over. And here's Josie Cross in traffic, and she turns it over. Here's Campbell for the tie. That's short. And out to Beckley in the final 39 seconds of the half.
I thought that was a heat check for Campbell right there. She's knocked down 3 in the first half.
Yeah, soup was a little cold. Got to warm it up a little more longer, right? No one likes cold soup, right?
That's right.
You know I ain't got no sense, Maddie. The longer you hang out with me, the more if you haven't already found that out, you will find that out. All right, well, let's see if it's the last shot time for Beckley. You know, every time that's a running joke, Maddie, Eric, and I have. Whenever we say that, teams never do it. And Ward comes up with the steal. And if you're Burton, you don't want to commit a foul. Just as I said that's something you didn't want to do. But I guess it's not a bad foul because there's 10 seconds left in the half. And Beckley's not over the limit as there's the foul. So I guess it's really not a bad foul, because it makes Riverside take the ball out. So it'll be last shot time for the Warriors here in the final 10 seconds of the half. And they give it to Campbell. She's had the hot hand. And will they get the shot off? It'll count if it goes, and it won't go. And it's been a very entertaining, exciting first half. Beckley led by 2 at the end of the quarter, and their lead is 3 here at the break. At halftime, Beckley will take a 3-point lead to the locker room with them. It's Beckley 29, Riverside 26. We'll come back and recap, and we'll have that up next here on Video Productions.
Again, Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And we welcome you back to Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas and Maddie Belcher with us. We also have the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. Jackie Moon on camera. We're going to recap the first half. And recapping the first half is brought to you by Infinity Coal Company. Infinity Coal offers a no premium, no deductible health insurance with a dental and vision coverage. They also offer a company-paid life insurance, prescription drug coverage, and a company matching a 401k plan. That's the good folks at Infinity Coal. Also, recapping the first half is brought to you by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. They're having a Sweetheart Futuristic Bowling coming up on Saturday, February the 10th from 10 o'clock to midnight, $17 per person, $32 a couple. They still have lanes available, and to reserve your lane, you can call Leisure Lanes at 304-253-7328. Well, Beckley got the party started by making 4 straight free throws to go up 4-0. The game then was tied 4-4 as Riverside answered that with 4 free throws of their own. Back and forth we went, and at the end of the quarter, Beckley led by 2, 13-11. But Riverside got hot and then took a 17-13 lead. Then Beckley went on a run, and they took a 25-19 lead. Back and forth we went, and then the lead, as we look here, the first half, 6 points at 29-22. 7-point lead was the biggest lead for Beckley in the first half. The lead is now 3 at the break, 29-26. We're going to take a break here in the Massey Power Sports halftime show. We come back, we're going to go inside the numbers with Eric. We'll also hear from Maddie's Corner, and we'll do all that when we come back here on Video Productions.
Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
This game is sponsored by Brian Hilton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Hilton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Hilton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Dunkin' is here with your holiday helpers. Peppermint mocha and toasted white chocolate signature lattes. A touch of delicious holiday magic to help you seize the season. Sip through the holidays with signature lattes at Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience, 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Beckley leads by 3 at the break. We're going to go inside the numbers, and inside the numbers are brought to you in part by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. If you need a plumber, you just need to know 304-253-HELP for Modley's. Also, the game tonight and inside the numbers brought to you in part by Cracker Barrel, the old country store. Love me some Cracker Barrel with locations in Beckley and in Princeton. Well, Eric, you have the numbers of the first half.
Okay, it goes like this, Mayor. So scoring by quarters, Beckley led 13-11. After 1, and they were able to outscore Riverside 16-15 to get the 3-point lead here at halftime in the second quarter. Leading scorers for Riverside being led by Campbell tonight. Layla Campbell has 13, and she came in the game as the second leading scorer. She's been able to knock down 3 3-pointers and perfect at the free throw line, 4 for 4 for 13 points. Ava Ward, the team's leading scorer, got into some foul trouble, got back in the last 3 minutes of the second quarter and was able to score 5 straight points, and she's the team's second leading scorer on the evening with 5. And Sophie Bear has 4, and Riley Starsick and Groom has 2 each for Riverside to round out their scoring. For Beckley, Josie Cross came up big. She knocked down 3 3-pointers in the first half and 2 twos, and it's 2 of 2 from the free throw line. She has 15 points. Addison Walker has 5, and Danya Burton knocked down a 3 for 4, and Somalia Nelson is perfect at the free throw line, 2 of 2, and has a 2 for 4 points. And Carson Gunther off the bench rounds out the scoring with 2 points for Beckley.
Beckley has a 3-point lead at 29-26. When we come back, we're going to go to Maddie's Corner, and we'll have that after this break coming up on Video Productions.
Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called accident forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Northside, where everybody rides. Northside Chevrolet Buick GMC Route 19 in Summersville on Northside Drive. Brand new professional-grade GMCs for less, including ready-for-work heavy duties, Chevy Silverados, Equinox, and more at Northside. A new generation of luxury is here. Experience the new Buick at Northside Chevrolet Buick GMC Route 19 in Summersville. Browse our enormous inventory now at northsidewv.net.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
As a former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
Beckley with a 3-point lead. We're moments away from starting the second half. Before we start the second half, we're going to go to Maddie's Corner. And Maddie, of course, you know, you played for Coach Neighbors and Beckley. So what do you think that Coach Neighbors was telling the troop, or the troops, I should say, right before they came out to start the second half?
I think he's definitely telling them to keep up the energy that they've been having on the floor. They've been really energetic and in driving the ball really well. Definitely finishing their little shots, all the little rebounds and all the little putbacks that they're missing. And definitely keep shooting. You know, 3 different players have hit threes, and if they just keep that up, hopefully Sarah Hopkins can get into her groove. That'll really put them past the Riverside.
Yeah, you know, Eric, that's one thing we talked about. You know, Beckley to up 3, and Sarah Hopkins is yet to score. And I think at some point, whether it be tonight or throughout the remainder of the season, they're going to need some offense from Sarah Hopkins.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm going to give you another one. Leilani Mans has had a couple of Beckley forces a turnover.
Yeah.
And she's had a couple open looks and not being able to score either. So they're moving forward. They need production. I'm talking about 6 to 8 points each.
Yeah, if you can get 12 to 14 between them.
Yes.
And, of course, one thing Mans does have, she does have 5 block shots in this game.
Well, she does. She's making an impact, but she's a capable scorer
right.
as well.
And most definitely Sarah Hopkinson, she's dialing up now, and that's going to be short. And one thing, too, is, as you watch, as you see Sarah Hopkins, she's had major surgeries on both of her legs. I don't know how she plays with those braces, Maddie, on her legs.
I don't know how she does it. It can't be comfortable.
I wouldn't think so. And here's Josie Cross with the steal. Josie Cross trying to finish, and she does with the left hand.
And that was a smart play by Ava Ward as she could have picked up her 4th, maybe trying to get the block. And 17 points for Josie Cross.
Josie Cross pretty much right at about half the points. A little more than half. As Ward shot's blocked. Good take to the basket by Ward. She'll draw the foul.
And that's what she's only a freshman, but I love how she keeps attacking Maris, no matter what. She's had her shot blocked, so what? Keep going.
So she'll shoot 2. Does Ward first free throw is short.
I tell you what, if she's going to go to the free throw line, she's going to have to work on that because as aggressive as she is, she's going to live at the free throw line.
Well, you're right, Eric, because the way she attacks the basket, you're right. She's going to get, some nights she's going to get 14, 15 opportunities as she missed both of them there.
It turns into an empty possession and a good foul on that end, right, Maddie?
Yeah, that was, like you said, she didn't stop, she didn't shy away, and she just kept it even though she got fouled and blocked.
Josie Cross knocks down her 2nd bucket of the second half, and now this equals the largest lead of the game for Beckley at 7. And that's another thing too, Maddie. When you're in these games, you really rely on your top player, your leader, and Josie Cross is showing that.
Yeah, she's shown really good leadership, especially a minute ago when she had that good steal and the layup. I think that really is keeping up the energy that I mentioned before.
And you're absolutely right, Maddie. I think she leads by her play. Some people are not vocal, but hey, she goes out there and lays it on the line as she comes up with a block right there.
Yeah, I would say, Eric, as you were talking, a nice block that leads to a layup by Nelson. And Beckley with this largest lead of the game right here.
Well, whatever Coach Neighbors said, Coach Jean said in the locker room, it was a good one.
There's a turnover. Well, the one thing I'm sure, Maddie and Eric, that one of the things is Beckley starts this half on a 6-0 run. I'm sure they talked about defense and getting stops, and then, obviously taking care of the ball, but getting stops.
Yeah, I think definitely applying more pressure to the ball and, forcing those turnovers from Riverside.
And just when you talked about, Eric, that Mans can score and can give you production in a lot of ways as we watch the replay. It's a beautiful pass. Mans able to catch, shoot, and score. A 30-second timeout, largest lead of the game right here. While we got time, I want to tell you that tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Indoor Air. Indoor Air, you're a Amana dealer. And Indoor Air is a proud sponsor of sports throughout the great state of West Virginia. For all your heating and cooling needs, you can dial up Indoor Air at 304-890-2212. So right here, Maddie, I think it's a danger point for Riverside, the fact that they have yet to score. Beckley leading by 3 going into the second half, scored 8 in a row to have their largest lead of the game right here at 11.
Yeah, I think, Beckley has definitely come out with a fresh fire and energy, but, Riverside's definitely got to match that on the defensive end and also finish their shots on the offensive end.
And to piggyback off what Maddie just said, I think that last 5 minutes of the second quarter really wore on Riverside, and the pace is really in Beckley's favor.
It's starting to catch up to them now. Yeah. So right here, I think, is a possibility. Will Beckley able to really extend the lead and make it really tough for Riverside? Or will Riverside get back in it? Campbell's had the hot hand, which he had 13 first half points, right?
Yes, he did.
And around the horn they go. Good ball movement, trying to find someone free. There's a little runner in and out and back in again. How about that?
Right
Campbell.
15 for that young lady. Turnover.
Hey, Maddie, that was like Campbell's soup and a grilled cheese.
And you know what? This was a lot of contact, played through the contact right there, and she scores and to stop the bleeding somewhat for Riverside.
Hey, Maddie, nothing better on a cold winter's day than a bowl of tomato Campbell's soup and a grilled cheese.
That's right.
Erica
That's
knows.
an American staple right
That
there.
is.
That is right there, American staple.
So Riverside, let's see if they can put back-to-back baskets together. There's a baseline drive, and they pass the ball inside to Ward. The ball's deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Riverside.
That was really good help by Sarah Hopkins and Josie Cross coming into the middle to, stop that pass.
So Riverside will inbound on the baseline 3 minutes into the second half. And here's a steal by Walker. Walker on the take, misses the shot. Josie Cross to clean it up and puts it back up and in.
21 for Josie Cross.
And a nice play, Maddie. Josie Cross didn't give up on the play, able to clean it up. As Sarah Hopkins gets her hands on it, and nice play by Sarah Hopkins. Great effort.
Great effort. And he's getting applauded right here.
There's that last bucket by Josie Cross. But, Maddie, those are the things that Sarah Hopkins gives you. Even though sometimes if she doesn't score, that doesn't show up in the stat sheet. But what a nice effort play that was by Sarah Hopkins.
Yeah, she definitely puts in a lot of hustle, a lot of effort into her whole game, even if she's not making shots.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Maris. Remember back in our day when you go to basketball camp and they always had the Heart and Hustle Award.
Yeah.
I never won that one.
No. Hey, you know what? Hey, Maddie, they say like when they've had pickup games in camp back in the day, you can only shoot so many shots. They say, all right, you're limited to shooting 20. Eric shot 30. That shot is no good. And Ward runs down the rebound. So Riverside, here's a little short shot down the lane. And it's no good. Bear got her own rebound, and now there's going to be a Beckley foul on Leilani Manns. We'll watch the replay here.
Now, I think they whistled that on Sarah.
Oh, did they? Sarah Hopkins?
They got her before, so it was pick your poison right there, but instead of 42, it was 24.
Well, hey, Maddie, how about a half a foul each? Will that work? Because the last time I remember math class, right, 2 halves make 1?
That's right. That's what I think.
And now we got Alana Ellis in the game, and her minutes, if you can remember in that second quarter, that 5 that was on the floor is really what got the momentum going.
So 1 free throw made, the other one not made, 1 of 2, and back the other way comes Beckley. Josie Cross splits the defenders. And Nelson will draw the foul and get to the line.
Good strong move by Nelson on the receiving end of the pass from Cross.
We watch the replay here. Nice pass by Josie Cross, as Eric talked about, and then Somalia Nelson at the free throw line.
Yeah, great move by Somalia, and she didn't really, she didn't shy away from the basket when she saw the defender come.
And she's able to make the first free throw. And if she can make this will give Beckley its largest lead. And did I jinx her?
Yes, you did.
I did, didn't I, Maddie? You could say it.
Good drive by Ward.
Ward off the glass, up and in. Nice play by Ward, coast to coast. And she cuts the Beckley lead to single digits. Josie Cross back the other way. Ellis with the rebound. It won't go. And guess who? Ward. And you're right, Eric. Even though since she's been put back in the game with foul trouble, she's played really good on both ends of the floor.
Hey, still aggressive and doing what she does. Gets rebounds and a tremendous drive on the last bucket. Look at that hustle by Hopkins.
Sarah Hopkins. Here's Riverside. There's a 3. That's too strong. It goes right to Bear. She can't get it. And there's Ward. And Ward will draw the foul on Ellis and get to the line. And you're right, Eric. She's going to have to really be able to work on her free throws because she's going to get to the line. I think she's going to average, anywhere from 12, 15, 16 free throws a game.
Yeah, she could, as this will be in 2 quarters, so to speak, because she got in foul trouble in that first quarter, as she's unable to make that, and she's a 1 for 5 right now on the night.
And Burton will check in. Hopkins will have a seat. Yeah, I think if she doesn't already have a goal in her yard, she's going to need one to get out there and practice those free throws. But she is, like I said, a freshman, and she's going to do nothing but get better.
Oh, nothing. The sky's the limit.
Second free throw is good. She makes 1 of 2. And Riverside, Maddie just hanging around.
And here comes that pressure from Riverside that really caused Beckley trouble.
There's a wild-looking shot up over her head by Burton. And I think she realized maybe that wasn't the most ill-advised shot, Maddie.
Yeah, I think the pressure from Riverside's kind of starting to get to them. They just got to,
settle down a little bit.
Settle down and really just get into their groove and not freak out.
Well, you don't have to be – you can be quick but just don't hurry. If it's not there, you don't have to make every play.
Right.
So Riverside trying to cut into Beckley's lead coming up on the 3-minute mark of the third quarter. Ward calling for the ball. They get it to her. She'll drive. She'll put it up and draw the foul. And right now, Beckley's had no answer, Eric and Maddie, for Ava Ward in the low post.
If you could look, great post position. That's how you post up, and she attacks and gets fouled. But she's going to have to knock them down here at the free throw line for it to benefit her team.
So Ward at the line, and Eric had mentioned she was, 1 of 5 prior to this trip?
1 of 6.
1 of 6.
Reverse.
Make it 2 of 7. And I know we say this all the time, sometimes not how many you make, but when you make them. But it looks like that the way that she has played and going to continue to play, she's going to continue to get fouled. She's going to have to start making 1 of 2. But Starstick with an offensive rebound, and it doesn't go. Loose ball, and Riverside keeps the possession.
I think Josie Cross just took one to the nose. I think she's going to wild shot, but she's still in their battle.
The offensive rebound is back up and in. Root with the bucket. And all of a sudden, Riverside has trimmed the Beckley lead to 5.
It's going to be 10.
Yep.
I think that was a 10-second call, but they –
Did they call a foul?
As we look right – oh, yeah. We saw in the replay, Josie, she's going to the dressing room.
Yeah, she's bleeding. She's probably got to come out of the game.
Yeah. So now you have Josie Cross and Nelson both out, your 2 leading scorers on the bench.
So here's where Sarah Hopkins may really have to pick it up. She's yet to score tonight.
Well, you need to run offense for sure here, protect the lead.
And as soon as I say that, even though Sarah Hopkins puts up the shot, I think she had a good look. And that's a held ball. It'll stay with Beckley. But, Maddie, I think you have to agree, that was a good look. She just missed it.
That was a good-looking shot, yeah.
Another rebound by Ward here as she gets tied up. Wow, for a freshman, she can rebound it.
There's a foul as Gunther will get to the line. She'll draw the personal foul, and she will walk up to the line to shoot a pair.
That'll be on Starsick right there. That'll be her 3rd.
We look behind the Beckley bench. Josie Cross has made her way back. She's probably there dripping with a little blood. Like you said, she took a real shot. She got hit the other night in the Bluefield game in the face as well. Free throw by Gunther is no good.
Both teams have gone cold from the free throw line.
But, Maddie, you know Josie as well as anybody here. As tough as she is, she probably won't be out long, will she?
No, she won't. I know she won't let that sit her out for the rest of the game.
Second free throw, Gunter's good. She makes 1 of 2. Coming up on the final 2 minutes here of the third quarter. Nice attack to the basket by Ward and a finish off the glass. That was a beautiful play, Eric. She took the ball, hit a lane right down, a little kiss off the glass.
And that's 6 points in the quarter, and this is going to be double dribble.
And you're right. And, Eric, when you look at what's out on the floor, and Maddie, same way, like who's going to handle the pressure for Beckley to get the ball up the court?
Yeah, besides Sarah, there's a lot of young girls on that court.
Well, I think your point guard, Addison Walker, has to come and really be aggressive and get the ball. Herb Burton's going to have to try to get it up.
Here's a 3 ball, and it's too strong. Battle for the loose ball, and it's out of bounds, and it will stay with Riverside. Nice play in the back door, lay it up and in. That's a beautiful play by Root out of the inbounds play, and all of a sudden, Riverside's come storming back to cut the lead to 2. Walker with the shot doesn't go. And we got a whistle and a Riverside foul. But, boy, that was a nifty play out of that inbounds play, Maddie, for, as we watch it right here, for Root to kind of sneak in the back door, catch the ball, and lay it up and in. Now we've got some discussion at the scorers table. I'm not sure what we have over there with 1:14 left in the third. And whatever it is, they've got it squared away, and Beckley will have possession of the ball.
Turnover.
Yep, Beckley turns it over. Riverside with a chance to tie or get a lead. There's a little short shot. There's Ward with an offensive rebound, and she'll draw the foul.
Wow.
Great hustle by Ava Ward.
She's putting on a rebounding clinic right now.
Yeah, she's outworking the Beckley girls to the ball. Watch this play.
Single-handedly in this quarter brought them back.
Well, yeah, there were 3 white jerseys right there, Maddie, and none of the Beckley players able to get the ball. Beckley's going to counter with Leilani Manns with her size, and Josie Cross ready to come back in the game as Ward makes the free throw, and now Riverside are within 1.
Yeah, Beckley's definitely got to do a better job in getting around the girls, boxing out, and really grabbing the ball.
This can be her 14th point if she's able to knock it down.
Burton comes out of there with a rebound. It's an 11-2 Riverside run right now. Josie Cross for 3. It doesn't go. Fight for the rebound. Riverside comes out of there with it, and a Beckley foul. And that'll be free throw time. Beckley over the limit. So Riverside now with a chance to walk down here and make a couple of free throws, Maddie and Eric, and take the lead. And Riverside has not led since it was 19-16 back in the second quarter. Right now it's an 11-2 Riverside run, and Root will be at the free throw line. Here's another freshman for Riverside.
Yeah, and she scored 4 in this quarter.
And the free throw is no good. She's got another one. She can tie it as Somalia Nelson will check back into the Beckley lineup. So Root will shoot for the tie. And it's no good. Battle for the loose ball. Manns comes out of there with it. And there's a Riverside foul. And now we'll walk the length of the floor, and Manns will be at the line.
Yeah, and right there, Campbell just a little too aggressive that far from the bucket. And Manns, with 2 points in the quarter, yet to go to the free throw line.
So Leilani Manns will step up to the line, Maddie, and see if she can extend Beckley's lead.
Yeah, these are some big shots for, either team.
First free throw, she rattles it in. Riverside with the momentum, but I think it's really important, Eric and Maddie, that if Beckley can take the lead to the end of the quarter.
And if you're Beckley, if you can hold this lead, as Ward gets another rebound.
Well, she's got double figures in rebounds. What's she having points?
Oh, 15.
No, so she's already there at her double-double. Campbell with it, over to Ward. And she'll draw the foul and get to the line.
Just being aggressive. I mean, she's tough matchup right here at the high point post. I think I would back off of her a little bit and force her to shoot that 12-footer right there.
Because Maddie Beckley's had no answer for her in this third quarter.
Yeah, Beckley's definitely got to keep it up on the defensive end if they want to keep this 2-point lead. Well, now 1 point.
Yep. So Ward, even though she struggled for the most part of the night at the free throw line, if she can make this, she can get the Warriors even. And she cannot. Sarah Hopkins gets the rebound. Let's see if Beckley will hold it for the final shot of the third. Nelson down low, puts up the short shot. It won't go. And here comes Riverside. Riverside with a chance to get the lead. Final 12 seconds here in the third quarter. Campbell on the drive. Little short shot. It won't go. Josie Cross comes out of there with it. Burton finishes. Too strong. And that's how the third quarter will end. What a wild, exciting, fun third quarter to watch. The fourth quarter ought to be just as great. At the end of 3, it's Beckley 42, Riverside 41. Back for the fourth quarter after this on Video Productions.
Pepsi.
West Virginia Orthotic and Prosthetic Center provides orthotic and prosthetic devices, promoting the highest level of personal and professional patient care. West Virginia O&P has a state-of-the-art fabrication facility where devices are produced, customized, and fitted in-house by our fully certified staff. We are honored to have the opportunity to work with our veteran population, providing them with the highest level of care and support. We are conveniently located in Beckley, just off I-64 at the Brookshire Lane Medical Park. Please call for a free evaluation or contact us online.
We're heading to the fourth quarter, and boy, it's been a tight game all the way through. Beckley led by 2 at the end of 1, by 3 at the break at Maddie. Now it's only a 1-point lead. Beckley had a 40-29 lead at one point. It's now 42-41 as we go to the fourth quarter. What do you think Coach Gene Neighbors telling Beckley as we get ready to start the fourth quarter?
I think Coach Gene is definitely telling the girls to keep it up on their defense. You know, where the points that Riverside got in that last quarter, you know, was kind of given up by not boxing out and not getting rebounds. So I think he's definitely telling them, you know, to keep up the defensive energy for this quarter.
Well, Eric, here's Riverside with an opportunity to take their first lead since back in the second quarter. They have the first possession of the fourth.
And Beckley's going zone here.
And Beckley turns them over. Beckley led by as many as 11 in that third quarter, and Riverside has come roaring back, but Riverside has not been able to get the lead. As Mans with a little short shot needs a roll and doesn't get it, and once again,
Ward there.
Ward with the rebound. So here's Riverside with an opportunity to get their first lead since back in the second quarter. Here's a three from Campbell, and it's too short, but there's Nelson to clear the rebound for Beckley.
If you're Beckley, you want to play from ahead for sure.
Burton will dial it up for 3. It's no good. The rebound is to Campbell. She's come out there grimacing a little bit, huh, Maddie?
Yeah, right there is definitely where Beckley has to do better in crashing the boards.
Yeah, nobody even attempted to get an offensive rebound that time.
And that time, Leilani Mann's able to alter the shot of Ward.
But if you're Riverside, you'll live with Ward getting chance to.
Josie crosses 3 is a little strong. Burton with the offensive rebound for Beckley. Excuse me. Riverside back in that zone. Here's Burton, a little baseline shot. It doesn't go. Riverside, this is like the 4th chance they've had to get the lead. And there's a turnover. Yep.
Extra step.
Well, now Maddie, Coach Neighbors will now get Burton out and get Walker back into the ball game.
Yeah, hopefully Walker can, you know, keep the energy and keep up the pace that Danya has set.
Now Riverside is going to extend the pressure. And with the way Beckley has the way they have turned the ball over, it's probably a good move for Riverside to extend pressure. Josie Cross from 3. Back iron, Sarah Hopkins with an offensive rebound. A little short floater won't go. And we've got a held ball, and it'll stay with Beckley.
And Ward just wants the ball more than Beckley right now.
Well, you know, Eric and Maddie, we're a second shy of playing 2 minutes, and neither team has scored yet here in this fourth quarter.
That's true, and each team is 3 possessions each.
Walker for 3. That's too strong. Battle for the rebound.
Same.
Mans, the putback won't go. And here comes Campbell out of there with it.
Good job by Josie Cross stopping any kind of transition right here.
Here's Starstick, puts up the short shot. Doesn't go. Mans had it, and Beckley will throw it away. But I think the more chances that Beckley gives Riverside an opportunity to regain the lead, they're eventually going to do it. And there's a timeout and a full timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back. 5.5 remaining in regulation. Beckley up 1. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
Northside, where everybody rides. Northside Chevrolet Buick GMC Route 19 in Summersville on Northside Drive. Brand new professional grade GMCs for less, including ready for work heavy duties, Chevy Silverados, Equinox, and more at Northside. A new generation of luxury is here. Experience the new Buick at Northside Chevrolet Buick GMC Route 19 in Summersville. Browse our enormous inventory now at northsidewv.net.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
Out of the timeout, Riverside will have the ball with a chance one more time, Eric and Maddie, to get the lead, which they haven't had since it was 19-16 back in the second quarter. So we're ready to roll. You know, during that timeout, Maddie, the referee came over and gave me the ball. I told him I put a spell on it. I was telling you that. We'll see. We'll see if that works. Campbell dials it up for three, and it won't go. Battle for the loose ball. Josie Cross comes out of there with it. Josie Cross, 15-footer, is short. She said and it looks like she did. She thought it was a foul that either her arm or the ball or both was hit, but to no avail. We watched the replay, and it looked like that, I don't think so. Here's Ward, leans in. The shot doesn't go. Mans clears the rebound for Beckley.
Good job by Mans right there, just staying straight up and not swatting down. And that was a big possession. Well, we're going on record. I think the next bucket might win.
I was getting ready to say, Eric, we played over 3 minutes. Neither team scored in this fourth quarter. Good ball movement for Beckley. They get the ball inside. Mans backs her way down, puts up the shot, and scores. I mean, Riverside has had a lot of chances, and they haven't scored here in this quarter as Ward has the shot blocked.
Student section is wild tonight.
And it'll stay with Beckley.
I thought they had a fishing net was going to get married right there.
I saw somebody running out of my corner of my eye. I'm like, uh-oh. Here's Walker getting the ball inside. That was great low post position by Mans. She couldn't handle the pass. And Riverside comes out of there with it.
Good no call.
Yeah, here's Campbell. There's a block by Samoya Nelson. But right to Starstick. Shot no good. Ward on the putback. A little strong.
Wow, she usually puts that in, and Josie Cross up ahead.
Josie Cross will lay it up and in. So back-to-back hoops by Beckley. And Riverside yet to score. We're played already a half of this fourth quarter.
23 for Josie Cross as she gets the steal.
Yep, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay to Beckley. So Josie Cross has had a great game, 23 points, and she's in double figures in rebounds.
Hey, Maris, I like how both coaches are trying to work the officials, but it's 0-0 in the fouls. I mean, as far as in this quarter.
I think the game has been greatly officiated.
Yeah, I'm just saying, make them earn it on the court.
And it comes down to a possession here or there, and right now that's kind of leaning toward Beckley as there's a steal. Nice job by Root. She's played pretty good for Riverside here tonight.
Another freshman.
They get the ball down low to Ward, and the ball's knocked free. Root with the steal, and what a shot up the glass by Root.
Root with the steal and the hoop.
Root with the hoop. Well, I tell you, that was like a highlight play. And there's a Riverside foul. As we watch this replay, look at this play right here by Root.
And she may have been an and one.
And I was going to say, Eric, they easily, and Maddie, easily could have called a foul on Leilani Mans.
Yeah, she's got to stand straight up instead of swatting like that. I know she was going for the block.
This game is not for the weak right here. You got to be strong or go home.
And, just a one-possession game, so it's going to come down, and neither team is in foul trouble, but it could come down to who can make free throws.
Or who can handle the pressure, too. Because both teams struggle when the other team extends the pressure.
Beckley able to break the pressure for now.
What a catch.
Nelson goes up. Her shot is blocked.
Right there, that shows you Somalia Nelson's athleticism, be able to catch that.
Yes, you're right, Maddie. I thought that was a turnover.
Here's Josie Cross from 3. It doesn't go. Battle for the loose ball. Ward had it. Mans has it now. Cross over to Mans. Shot won't go. Boy, they're battling for that loose ball, and Riverside had it. Down on the floor. Josie Cross will put it up and in and count it. She fouled. What a play. Beckley relentless off the offensive glass, and Josie Cross puts it in and draws the foul.
Wow, what a finish, and that's a big bucket. It's Josie Cross, that's her 25th point, and none bigger than those two. Hope she's able to, hopefully, to polish off this three-point play.
And she does. And you know, Maddie, I think Josie's like, go ahead and hit me in the nose. You'll see. A 30-second timeout, we'll keep it here. But I tell you, as you mentioned earlier, Eric, the student body very alive and well here tonight.
Yeah, they are. As we see, we got footage of them celebrating the and one.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Edward Jones. Edward Jones, your financial advisor. You can dial up and call Heather Cantley at 304-254-9995. But right now, Eric and Matt, you got to really appreciate Josie Cross, how her toughness and what a play, how relentless Beckley was on that sequence to keep that ball alive for Josie Cross to get the hoop in the arm.
Yeah, all those little 5-footers that, kept going up but weren't really going in. Josie was able to finish it and, finish with the foul shot.
So this gives Beckley a little breathing room, up 6. And we've got 2:37 here for the fourth quarter. You almost got to feel, at least I do, Eric. I know there's a lot of time left, like I mentioned, 2:37. Excuse me. We've got to feel that Riverside really needs to score on this possession.
Yeah, this is a big possession to keep within striking distance, because if you're Beckley, you can get a stop here. You can run a lot of clock, and this is a smart play.
They go inside the Ward. Mans with the block, and it's out of bounds off of Mans. Mans really doing work on defense in that low post.
Maddie touched on it earlier, though. Mans did a good job those last 2 possessions not swatting, staying straight up.
Campbell had the hot hand early, but here as of late has not been able to dial up anything from distance. And that Beckley able to get a steal. Walker goes in, lays it up and in. Beckley now up 8 with some breathing room. Final 2 minutes of regulation. If Beckley can hang on, as there's a Sarah Hopkins foul. If Beckley can hang on, they'll win their 4th in a row.
Yeah, Sarah Hopkins just a tad late on the anticipation.
Yep.
And picks the foul up, but it doesn't really hurt you because that's the first team foul.
Yeah, and it's only Sarah Hopkins, her first or second foul?
Yeah, her second.
Yeah, so.
No, actually third.
Her first, third? But Riverside has only been able to score 2 points here in this fourth quarter. Campbell will dial up for 3. It's blocked. Starstick in the lane. It won't go. And Josie Cross climbed the ladder, and it'll be a held ball. It'll stay with Riverside.
Well, that's a big, even no matter what, Josie Cross getting that tie-up with Ward. Next possession is yours, so you really can play aggressive defense here in the last minute and 40.
Riverside having a hard time getting it in. They do to Ward. You got to almost feel down 8 here, Eric and Maddie, that Riverside needs to score on this possession.
And they got to go a little faster.
Yeah, down 8 and the clock up against them. 1:25 for the game.
Yeah, Beckley's doing a really good job applying pressure.
And there's a block by Josie Cross. And then after Cross gets the block, then Mans gets the block. The Beckley coaching staff was wanting an illegal pick set up out here. As we watch this replay, Campbell going to the basket. Good job.
No foul there.
Nope, no foul there.
Nope. Here's
a 3. It doesn't go. Rebounds loose. And down on the floor. And Beckley with Gene Havers' coach. He's running out. He's calling a full timeout like he's ready to fly, isn't he, Maddie?
Gosh.
Well, you can see why Beckley has the energy they do. They get it from their coach. And we'll take a quick break. Give us time to kind of settle back in. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett, owner of Window World of Beckley. At Window World, we are proud to deliver exterior solutions that are beautiful, affordable, and guaranteed for life. We do things the right way. Honest pricing, no gimmicks, and thousands of satisfied customers. Call Window World of Beckley today at 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW and have your new windows, siding, and doors before winter. Window World of Beckley, family owned,
nationally known.
And we welcome you back to Beckley, and I can say this, that Josie Cross family all around watching the game here on video production. Her aunt in Florida, her aunt Alice, is watching Josie from Florida, and boy, she got to be proud of the way that Josie's played here tonight, Maddie.
Yeah, Josie has done a really good job, showing leadership on the floor, keeping up that energy.
She has it now. And let's see if Beckley can put this game away, up 8. Sarah Hopkins attacks the basket, puts it up, it won't go. And then the putback once again by Nelson won't go. And they battle for the loose ball, and it'll go over to Riverside.
But what hustle by, Sarah, she lays it all on the line, man. You got to love her, the way she has battled back from injury and still competing her senior year.
So we're coming up on the final minute. We're at 1:05 for the game. It's an 8-point game. You got to think that Riverside, I know I've said this a couple of times, but no more true than now, if they don't score, I think it's going to be really hard for them to win the games. We're under a minute.
And I know they're trying to get it into Ward, but you have to score best available shot.
And Beckley, there's a foul on Mans, and even though Mans commits the foul, you'd rather have Ward at the line than attacking the basket, right, Maddie?
Right. Yeah, Beckley's, especially kind of right here, some of the players are getting a little handsy, so they got to watch those fouls.
So Ward will get to the line to shoot a pair.
5 of 12 on the evening.
So 2 big free throws for Ava Ward right here. And she missed that one badly. And that's to say, that really wasn't too bad of a foul. So 5 of 13 at the line is Ward. Second free throw, and she missed them both. But they get the offensive rebound, and then Josie Cross right there, and it'll be Beckley's ball on the held ball. But Josie Cross has really been a part of everything tonight, Maddie. Scoring, defense, rebounding, getting hit in the face, whatever you got to do for your team, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying about Josie. She's just a very resilient player. She's willing to put it all out there, and even if, like you said, she does get hit in the face, she still doesn't stop giving it her all.
Well, even during that possession, and when she got hit in the face, guys, she held her hand over her face and still tried to get a rebound while bleeding.
Nice pass inside, and Burton with the finish. And that ought to do it right there. 10-point lead here in the final 30 seconds. And you would think Beckley would hang on to get their 4th win in a row. Riverside will now, with this loss, will have lost 5 of 6. As that 3 don't go.
Ward with the rebound.
And a little short shot, no good by Riverside. Mans has it. And Beckley doesn't really need to score as Burton will attack the basket. And I know they play to the end. And Mans will shoot, and it won't go. And that's the ball game. But Beckley will win it. A strong 4th quarter as Riverside able to score only 2 points in that 4th quarter. Beckley had a 1-point lead, 42-41 at the end of 3. And the difference was Beckley put the clamps on them defensively. Beckley wins the game. Your final score, Beckley 53, Riverside 43. We've got to catch our breath here for a minute and regroup, and we'll be right back right after this on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
When you're repping the blue and gold, staying ready is key.
That's why we hit up Little General Stores, our go-to when the clock is ticking.
At LG, they're hustling to cover your daily needs, fueling you both on and off the court.
From the finest snacks to a team that's always ready to assist, Little General Stores is the ultimate stop.
You can rest easy knowing LG has all your essentials.
Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
Well, we had to catch our breath as we welcome you back to the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show. Beckley wins the ball game by the score of 53-43, and we're going to recap the game. And recap the game is brought to you in part by Infinity Co. Infinity Co. offers no premium, no deductible health insurance with dental and vision coverage. They also offer a company-paid life insurance, prescription drug coverage, and a company matching 401k plan. The good folks at Infinity Co. Also, tonight's game, or here in the post game, as we recap the game, brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes. Leisure Lanes having a Sweetheart Futuristic Bowling coming up on Saturday, February 10th. They do have lanes that are still available. You can call Leisure Lanes to reserve your lane at 304-253-7328. $17 a person, $32 a couple. Well, it's a tight game. Beckley led by 2 at the end of the quarter, 13-11. Beckley led by as many as 7 in the first half. They led by 3 at the break, 29-26. And then Beckley opened up an 11-point lead to 40-29 at one point in the third quarter, but Riverside came roaring back, and the quarter ended with Beckley up 1, 42-41. But the decisive fourth quarter, Beckley's defense, they really put the clamps on Riverside. Riverside scored only 2 points in that fourth quarter, and Beckley wins the game 53-43. Beckley has now won 4 in a row. They are 8-9. Riverside has now lost 5 of their last 6, and they are 4-13. We're going to take one final break. When we come back, we'll go inside the numbers with Eric. We'll have Maddie's Corner. We'll do it all when we come back here on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
As a former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called accident forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate.
And we welcome you back to Beckley. Flying Eagles defeat Riverside in a very tough, hard-fought game. Beckley wins the ball game 53-43. We're going to go inside the numbers, and inside the numbers are brought to you by Modley's. Modley's Plumbing and Heating. You can dial up the good folks at Modley's at 304-253-HELP. For Modley's, also being brought to you in part by Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel, the old country store with locations in Princeton and Beckley. So for the numbers of this thrilling, exciting Beckley win, here's Eric.
Okay, going into the fourth quarter, guys, 42-41 lead for Beckley, and as you stated, Maris, they were able to outscore Riverside 11-2 in the decisive fourth quarter to pull out the victory from a feisty Riverside team. Riverside was led in scoring tonight by Layla Campbell. She had 15 of the 43, and the leading scorer, Ava Ward, came up big in the second half as she has 13 points and a gaggle of rebounds. But one thing that she left out there, some points, because she shot 14 free throws and only able to make 5. And they shot 18 free throws as a team and 14 coming from Ava Ward. So, but on the flip side, my hat goes off tonight to Josie Cross. I mean, she played a well of a game as she was able to fill up the scoring column in all 4 quarters, and she led the way with 26 points. She was 3 of 3 from the free throw line. She made 7 twos and 3 threes, so a big night for Josie. And Addison Walker had 7. Samalia Nelson had 7, but I think Samalia did some things in that fourth quarter that go unnoticed, and she caught a couple of balls that looked like they were going to be turnovers and able to, keep possession. And Leilani Mans finishes the night with 5 points and at least 7 or 8 blocks on the night for Beckley.
So Beckley wins the ball game 53-43. We're going to go to Maddie's corner, and Maddie will give your overall take of what was a very thrilling, exciting Beckley victory here tonight.
Yeah, both teams, they really played hard, really played scrappy. Both applied pressure to the offense. Both teams actually shot rather well tonight, with Josie Cross and Layla Campbell both having multiple threes. I think definitely in the fourth quarter where Beckley was only, had the lead by 1 point, they really locked down on defense and, didn't allow Riverside to really score that much, only letting them score 2 points, and that's how they, came out with a 10-point lead, I think, was with their defense.
And, for Coach Brian Neighbors, who was sick and couldn't attend the game, I'm sure he's watching. If watching that, how do you think he's feeling? He had to really be proud of his team, the way they really D'd up in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think he'd be really proud about, how they definitely took up the challenge on defense, but also proud of how they kept the energy, throughout the whole game and, didn't slow down for Riverside and didn't really give them a chance to get too far ahead of them without bringing it back down.
Well, next up for Beckley, Eric, for the girls, they've got a big matchup that you and I will have here Saturday afternoon. It'll be a 1 o'clock tip against the Lady Big Reds from Parkersburg, and we'll be on about 12:40 and tip that game at 1 o'clock. So your take as we get ready to head into that game.
Yeah, I think my take is just momentum, because, winning breeds winning, and this team, I think, has gotten up off the mat and starting to believe in themselves. They're working on a lot of rotations, and I think they have a puncher's chance Saturday. Anything can happen on your home court.
And your take, Maddie, as Beckley gets set to take on Parkersburg on Saturday afternoon?
Yeah, like Eric said, just keeping the momentum not only from this game but from the other games earlier this week. Definitely just, keeping that mindset, and I'm sure they enjoy the feel of the win, so hopefully they can just carry that into Saturday.
All right, that'll do it for tonight. Eric and I will be back with you tomorrow from the Raleigh County Convention Center. We'll have a boys game. It'll be Beckley and Bluefield, and we'll have that for tomorrow. We'll be on at 7:05, tip at 7:30. For our entire crew here at Beckley, for the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, as he always does, a great job producing and directing. For Jackie Moon on camera, for my partners, Eric Thomas and Maddie Belcher, I'm Maris Lowry. Repeating the final score, Beckley beats Riverside 53-43. Good night, everybody.